time to work on the body. So a couple things I'm going to do before I start sanding out the print lines. There's tiny rivets holding this bodywork on. I'm going to sand those off and replace them with some parts I printed. Look at that. So I'll replace all of those rivets with these printed rivets. The body has molded in hood pins that I'm going to replace with these. Yes, I printed hood pins. And there's even a cable on them. Amazing. This is going to be the most work, getting rid of all the texture from the supports here as well. And I'll do the underside of the body too, because I want to be able to take the body off the chassis and show off the whole chassis. So I'll sand all of this smooth. Rediffuser, pretty good. I may thin these strakes out a little bit. They're just a little scale thick, and maybe even carbon fiber it. We'll see. Underside of the hood needs some work. And like I said, I'll replace these hood pins. The grill came out really nice. It's in full open, as you can see right through it. So I don't have to do much with this one at all. Just prep it for paint. Front bumper will get carbon fiber. I have to get rid of all of these bumps. Actually, this is a rear bumper. So yeah, I gotta get rid of all that. And I'm gonna carbon fiber it. Front bumper, same thing, carbon fiber. So just flatten it, make sure that it's nice and smooth. This is our front chin spoiler. I put all the supports here on this edge to make it easy to sand, and this will get carbon fibered as well. Here's our rear spoiler. It's got all the supports on the bottom, and then there's some rivet detail. I doubted if I'm going to be able to drill these ones out and replace them, because this is pretty thin as it goes. And there are 4 supports that hold it in place. So I printed those. So it all starts with removing the old rivet, which is this little rivet right here. And give it a little bit of back and forth. And slowly make the rivet hole. So total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, yeah, 19 on each side. So 38 holes. Ooh, got a couple down here. 38, 40, 42. 42 holes to drill out, but I think it's going to be worth it. And then we'll do these molded in hood pins, because my 3D printed ones look better. So I have the body pretty well sanded out. I'm going to do it in primer pretty soon. I'll dig out the panel lines a little deeper and give it a real fine look over to make sure that I didn't miss any layer lines or any marks anywhere. I'm also going to be doing fitting. The hood, you gotta sort of work it into place. So I will take a little bit off of this edge, so then this edge will fit a little better. Maybe a little off of this edge too. I just want it to fit really well, you know, before primer, and then it'll just kind of snap right in place. I did test fit the bumpers. They fit good. The This rear end fits real good. Grill fits real good. Back bumper has just a little bit of a warp to it. It's not bad, but there's just a little bit of give to it. So I'm going to heat this up with some hot water and then go the other direction and just take some of that warp out of it. Because you can tell just a little bit, it's got just a little bit of warp to it. But I will get all this set up and we'll go to primer. So I let the paint dry overnight. It was dry minutes after I painted it. Just a thin coat of the gloss black. Just gives it a little bit of sheen. It's nice and smooth. That's all you really need for decals, is a smooth surface. It doesn't have to be glossy. Here's our decal set. They're black decals with lots of transparent film. So I'm gonna have to make sure that they're cinched down really well. All right, so I did a test decal just to see how these decals work. They're very, very thin. I don't know how they're gonna conform across, edges and stuff, but I wanted to try a small flat one. It worked good. So next one we're gonna do is this big trunk lid decal. I cut it off the paper right along the edges best I could, and we'll give it a shot. Now their instructions on their website say to put it in the water and leave it in the water until the decal releases. I'm not hip for that, so I'm gonna do just like I always do and get the paper wet and then take it out. Because if you've ever had a floating decal in water, you know that's no fun. And I'm also not going to be using any solvents. I'm just going to use a brush and hair dryer. Okay, I think it's moving around a little bit. Let's give it a try. Start in the center and move my way out. It looks like it's going to wrap around underneath. So here's the finished car and decals. We have Hoonigan up front to buy. We get some sponsor stuff up front. The camo pattern. Hoonigan forward. There's some light graphics back here. And of course the whole other side. So I still want to do carbon fiber for these rockers here. These vents here are carbon fiber as well. Plus I have this piece to wrap in carbon fiber, the two bumpers, the chin spoiler, and the rear spoiler, all to wrap in carbon fiber. But I've sort of run out of time for this week. That'll do it for this week. I got the decals on the body. I'll do the carbon fiber this coming week. And then if I have time, I'll clear coat it and maybe we'll even polish it next week. Or I could build the engine and or the chassis next week. Vote below which one you think I should do. Finish up the decals and clear coat, motor, or chassis. Leave a comment below. I'm really enjoying this build, and I hope that you are as well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time. Bye. You still here? Go ahead and order yourself a t-shirt, hit the subscribe button, and watch the next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye.